Hey guys, and welcome to episode 12, I believe, 12 of my Roblox Creepypasta series. If you don't know what the Roblox Creepypasta series is, then subscribe, because you're clearly not subscribed yet. This is a series on the channel where I, read Roblox Creepypastas off the Roblox Creepypasta wiki, and I publish them here on my channel, every single Sunday. So far we've done 12 episodes, and if this is the first one, I definitely recommend you go watch some previous ones as well. There is a playlist here, that I'll maybe leave in the description if I remember, or you can just go to the channel, go to the playlists, and then you should find it there, Roblox Creepypastas. If you're new, not new, sorry, welcome back, to the channel. Today we're going to be reviewing a story called Wr1k, the story. But before we get into the story, guys, we are on the road to 1k, and I'm excited. Okay, guys, so do me a favor, and subscribe down below. It really motivates me to keep publishing videos. I'm really active during the week on YouTube. So I've been publishing almost every day during the week. During the weekend I publish twice. But yeah, so I've been really active recently, and the support has been amazing. So thank you guys for any new subscribers out there. And yeah, also leave a like down below and leave a comment if you feel like it's necessary. So without further ado, let's get into the story, Wr1k, the story. Before I get into the wait, I forgot to explain how this works. First of all, I'm gonna read, if you are new, then you wouldn't know how this works. I'm gonna read through the, creepypasta, then I'm gonna give my thoughts, opinions, and stuff at the end. So now let's officially get into the slow. Before I get into the story, let me introduce myself. I am an average human being like all of you guys, and I do not script nor make anything, so don't ask me for that junk. But my dream is to become a famous Roblox player, a famous developer, but I don't even know how to script, so that's not gonna happen. I sometimes don't conceive any conspiracies, but they are pretty interesting to read about. But I love creepy stories like John Doe and Jane Doe, Fallen in One, and Jerry. Nowadays, I stay away from that because I never know if it's a prank or some sort of joke. The reason for all that is in the story. If you were to go back in time to wrong a mistake you made in the past, what would it be? Where would you go? What would you do to change it? Will you make the same mistake twice? Honestly, I wish I could do that after I made this big mistake. No, I didn't murder anyone, nor did I commit a felony or cause a relationship to be destroyed. It might sound petty and not very important, but it has to do with something that relates to the media. Let me explain. Wr1k was a very silly person. He joined April 12th, 2007. He would usually wear the big head, but he isn't wearing it right now. Usually he would say, "I like cheese" as a joke, or "oof" as a joke. "I like cheese" was the one thing he would say all the time, probably because of the cheese on his head. So I met him back in 2017. He has a lot of friends. He was a very kind person. Whenever I got bullied, he always got my back. He had a lot of friends and followers. He would always give people compliments, and whenever anything bad happened, he always had my back. But something strange with me and him happened. Note this happened back in 2018. So it all began when he said, "Oh hi, join me on Crossroads." I was already playing a game, so I refused and kept on playing by myself. After a little while, he texted, "Why don't you join me? The shadows don't like that," smiley face. All of a sudden, he spammed me frowny faces, followed with, "I like cheese" for some strange reason. Then he said something strange again. He said, "The shadows are coming for you." Then I said, "What?" Then he said, "The shadows shall engulf you." I thought this was some kind of sick joke pulled by the user. Anyway, I told him, "Okay, you're freaking me out." Then Wr1k said, "The shadows said they dislike you and want to kill you." Then I said, "Dude, what is going on? This is not you. Are you okay?" Then he replied, "It's nothing." A few minutes later, his avatar changed unexpectedly to plain black. He didn't have the cheese on his head, his status completely changed, and his username was changed to "Don't Struggle." I was freaked out by this. I had many questions. What was he thinking? Is he getting hacked? What happened? Is he okay? So then he texted me 10 minutes later. He said, "Let us play a game." Then he went into his place. He then said, "Join for a surprise," smiley face. I joined as a creep face suddenly grew. My heart pounded. He was in the game. He simply said, "Oh, hello there, friend," smiley face. Then I said, hi. After he said, hey buddy, let's play a little game, smiley face. My heart was pounding faster as I slowly typed okay randomly. I got teleported to another game called Let's Play, smiley face. I started off in a cabin. I just walked around for a bit until I found a bathroom. I walked inside and saw a mirror. The mirror was dirty but worked perfectly. After looking at myself for a few seconds, then the bathroom went dark. For a few moments I just stood there waiting until the lights went back on. After the lights went back on, the mirror changed. Instead of showing my profile, it showed my corpse. That's right, my corpse. A few seconds later, everything was normal. I wasn't even scared. I just had a ton of freaking questions. I tried to exit, but I couldn't. I even tried to unplug my computer, but somehow it was still working. So I was forced to stay inside the game. After a while, Wr1k came in and said, Mike, that's my name, remember that time when you died? I texted him, how do you know my name? He then said, even my eyes have eyes, Mike, smiley face. Suddenly I got teleported to another game called something in Morse code, which was Morse code for smiley face with long nose. So I started off in a black room. The black room was nothing but black. I just walked around doing nothing. A few minutes later, Wr1k joined. He then says, you have stolen my hand, but that's okay. I have 3 more in the freezer, smiley face. I said, what do you want from me, you creep? He then said, is it weird that I like the sound of screaming? After I said, okay, you're really freaking me out. Then he said, you're next. No one will ever believe you, smiley face. Then my computer abruptly faded into black. It was just blackness. Then my computer went back on for a split second. For that split second, I saw Wr1k cutting my head off. My computer went black again. Then my computer went back on for another split second. This time, he is holding my head in his bloody hands while saying, you have a beautiful head. It will complete my collection. Basically, my computer keeps on flickering. Then for another second, he said, I always knew it would end like this. He kept saying stuff like, the skin will be the best part, or we're not alone, or many more. I just watched in terror as these messages just popped up. Suddenly my computer crashed. I tried to turn it on, but it didn't work. So I had to wait 5 hours for it to work. But something was different. My computer wallpaper was black and it had a picture of an SCP smile. And every single time I play Roblox, my avatar was completely black. When I tried to change it, it says error. So I was forced to wear black and look like a creep. If you were to create a new account, then it would be black. Also, the front page changed. It was the 2007 front page, but I liked it because I'm a fan of Roblox. But the bad part is that every single time I join a game, it sends me to Let's Play, smiley face. So I wasn't able to play Roblox for 3 months until it started working again. I immediately unfriended Wr1k. So this never happens again. Nowadays, I feel a lot better. I don't let this one incident affect my overall feelings of Roblox, but there is something in me that makes me regret not joining Wr1k. It doesn't bother me as much nowadays, but it's the thing I wish I could go back in time to fix. Now, there's a little subheading here that says myth, so we're gonna read through that. Wr1k was a little boy who lived in Poland with his parents, his older brother, his sister, and his mom and dad. One day, his parents and siblings were going on a trip to the United States for the weekend. They took an airplane. While the airplane was flying, suddenly the airplane was heading towards the ground. That's when the airplane crashed and the airplane was set on fire. Everyone in the plane was set on fire. Everyone else was pronounced dead, even Wr1k's parents and siblings, except Wr1k, who somehow survived and went on a coma for a few years. When he was out of his coma, he woke up in an abandoned shack in the middle of the forest. It had a paper that said, help me, and a partially dead moving body. The door to get out was locked, so he could never get out. His parents and siblings are unknown to this day, and Wr1k was never seen or heard again. So that's the story, guys. What do you guys think of it? My opinion, not the worst story. Not the worst story, okay? Yeah, there was a lot of cliches, okay? Tiny bit of grammar errors. The spelling was pretty on point. Yeah, the layout was not that good, I will admit, but that's mostly because of the images. I think there were too much images. When you try to overemphasize with too much images, then the layout of your creepypasta gets very messy, you know? But I guess that's not really the user's fault. Well, I mean, it can be changed. Like, you can remove the images, but I mean, just the layout, really. I actually really like the reference part of this. And what I mean by reference is that At the end, he said, it's one thing I wish I could go back in time to fix, and that's what he was talking about at the beginning. And that's something that a lot of Roblox Creepypastas I've been reading, actually don't do, is they don't reference a lot, to other parts in the stories, you know? Or they reference, but they reference the useless information that doesn't affect the story. Personally, I think this story had a very good start. The first 2 paragraphs were very captivating. Especially the second one. The second one sounded very professional, very questioning, you know, very rhetorical. But yeah, very good questioning. And I actually thoroughly enjoyed this, you know. It's not the best we've read on the channel, for sure, but it's also not the worst we've read on the channel, for sure. So, yeah. I got a lot of 4-in-1 vibes from this, you know, but yeah, there's obviously a few referencing mistakes, like there's a few things that just, you know, don't make sense. I don't understand how Wr1k was a very silly person, which he mentioned in the first line of the 3rd paragraph, when he was a very positive person, and also, I don't understand how a sudden positive person, or very positive person, could just change like that. I guess it's true that you never really know who a person is, you know, doesn't matter how long you known them. So yeah, the one thing that kind of put me off a bit was the amounts of text, you know, text-based things here, because it was kind of he said da da da, then I said da da da, then he said da da da, then I told him da da da, then he said da da da. You get me? I feel like that's too much. I feel like that might be a personal thing, but I feel like that's a bit too much. And also the overuse of smiley faces in the you know, keep the smiley faces to the actual scary parts of the text, because it doesn't really get the users, like, what do you call? I don't even know what it's called. It doesn't get your, like, attention, but there's another word from it. It doesn't get your creepy vibes going, if you get me, when there's just smiley faces everywhere. It's not creepy. It's really not. And then also, the last thing that really tickled my creepypasta nerves is when he said, what was it? I can't find it now, but it was like, you broke my heart, but don't worry, I got 3 more in the freezer. Oh, come on, man. Oh, man, come on. No, we shouldn't be doing stuff like that. We shouldn't. But, yeah, overall, again, not bad at all. So, high commemorations to whoever, I hope commemorations is the right word, high respect, I guess, to whoever made this. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below. Remember, we are on the road to 1K, and I'm so excited, guys. So yeah, and also be sure to follow my Twitter as well, at @show_Roblox, because I'm being active on my Twitter as well, and I got a lot of big projects coming from you guys. Also, I appreciate a like down below, because I had to re-record this, because I recorded it early this morning, like 1 a.m. When I didn't sleep, and I felt like I didn't give enough criticism on this, so I feel like that would be fair, because last week I gave quite a bit of criticism. And speaking of last week I read one of your guys' suggested creepypastas. So if you guys want me to read a suggested creepypasta, let me know down below. And if you want me to read one of your creepypastas, I don't mind doing that either. However, if you post one down below, tell me that you've written it, so that I have confirmation that the author will be watching the video, so that I can refer to, like, you get me, so you can do this differently. You did this very well, you know. I love giving my criticism on stuff, but honestly, it's everyone else's opinion, really. So let me know what you think of this, because I'll be very interesting to know. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.